The grand final. We are here already. Mr. Starfish, Mr. Straw. Are you ready, guys, to talk about some juicy stuff?
I was saying this
Absolutely,
yesterday.
Mr. Snake.
Yes, dude. All roads lead to this last stop. One final chance. Let's go.
Oh, we're going?
No?
So, do you want me to fire it off? You want me to fire off with Dave first? We got a couple of questions prepared that we kind of wanted to set the mood and kind of get your thoughts on a couple of things. Each one of y'all. I think I'll just kind of kick it off with Dave first, and then we'll flip it over to Star and let him get with EsAndreas. So Dave, what are your
Oh.
thoughts on Birkin Cup so far, my friend?
I mean, I think it's been a very successful tournament. I think there's been a lot of interest in it. I've loved the layout of this one with the qualifying stages, granting a lot of motivation to get people running the game. And then obviously taking the top 16 runners from that, it's given a lot more of an optimized field to the tournament. There's been a very level playing field in pretty much every single race. And, you know, the matchups in this tournament have just been amazing. You know, every single race has been entertaining. Every single race has had its dramatic moments. There's been twists, there's been turns, and I think it's overall, you know, like the entertainment value has been off the scale, and I think the people watching and spectating have had just as much fun as the people involved.
Fire, sir. That's what we like to hear, man.
Yeah.
Well, look, did you maybe modify your strategies at all? Like when you went into some of these runs in the tournament, did you look at maybe like, okay, my strategy should be this way, for instance?
Absolutely not. No, I'm a firm believer in being yourself in any art form. I thoroughly believe that you should put on a display the skills that you have developed over your time, like running any game. Um, and I think, in essence, I've probably shown off my skill set quite. I think I've shown pretty much everything that I'm capable of doing in this game. And at the same time, people want to see, like, you know, the top end dodges. They want to see the high paced maneuvers through rooms and stuff like that. So, you know, I don't think I've held anything back in any race that I've run so far. Yeah, some of them have gone better than others, and I've had to pull a rabbit out of a hat in some moments. But yeah, it's, you know, I'm just a firm believer in just showcasing what you're all about. And I've not changed
Absolutely,
any
man.
strategies whatsoever. I've just gone into every race with the same mindset. Let's just run as fast as we can. If things go wrong, we just keep going. We keep battling on. You know, you got to make adjustments then, with the amount of HP you've got and the amount of ammo you've got. But you know, if you're in the right area and at the right pace that you want to be, you just keep going as normal.
Full send it, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you then, what was the one moment where you were really worried? That one moment where it was just, this is it.
It's it's
This
got
is
it's,
it.
it's got to be the race against Nabson. It has to be the race against Nabson. I dropped a caution twice in the RPD. I got poisoned by Matilda. Not that it's been the only time that that's happened in this tournament, but the most challenging moment was after that second caution drop. You're always thinking about, you know, how is my opponent performing in this moment, and I always take into factor that my opponent is having a good race. They've got to come across the same problems that you have. They may have been affected by the same RNG elements as you have, but in my mind, if I'm in a race, I'm always going to assume that my opponent is having a good run, and that's the kind of thing that spurs me on a lot more. And being two cautions and a poison down in like 25 minutes, you've got a lot of ground to make up. And from that moment on, it was probably the most challenging moment in this tournament for me. Like, definitely, 100%.
Oof. I mean, now look, this next question can be, it can lead back to almost the same thing, but what is the one most rewarding moment, right? Like that one moment so far, right? You're in the finals now. So clearly we've had some nice moments, right? But what was the one key moment where you were just like, yes?
It's got to be that G4, hasn't it? The G4 in caution against Nabson. Watching the race back, we were frame for frame going in. It was absolute neck and neck. There was a tie threatened all over that race. And doing what I did against G4 in that race has to be by far the most rewarding moment that I've had in this tournament. Like being able to pull 5 seconds from that one fight, to me is like risk and reward. You know, risked everything, risked the chance of dying and completely being knocked out of the tournament altogether, but managing to pull that fight off in the way that I did and being able to win in them circumstances is probably definitely the most rewarding moment.
That is a strap, by the way, right? Like no one. I
Yeah.
knew. I'm telling you. When I play. The only reason I knew about that strat is from cutscene skip,
Yeah.
seeing the different variations from what G4 can do. And I kind of, when I went back to vanilla, I kind of noticed like there's some definite manipulation there, but it's very risky. As you
Yeah,
know, as
yeah.
you.
Like it's just it doesn't always work, and that like you've got the old faithful jump on top of the cage and get him stuck. You know that is the old faithful, isn't it? But if you want to keep him on the ground, you better be ready for him to do something that you've pretty much never seen before. Fortunately, it all went off without a hitch,
Exactly.
so you know I can speak about it now in front of all these people watching and be proud of that.
Nice. Well, that's awesome, man. We just, like I said, we wanted to touch base with y'all and kind of get y'all's unique perspectives, and maybe kind of pick y'all's brains a little bit about the runs, and I felt like this would be a great way. Star come up with the idea, and it was just fabulous, a way to
Yeah.
kind of get everybody's thoughts on everything. And so, I mean, Star, I'm going to turn it over to you, brother, and let you cook on your idea, brother. It's fire.
Yeah, it's great to hear from you, Dave. Congrats on making it to the finals of Birkin Cup, and Straw, thanks for doing that as well. Let's move over to EsAndreas, sir. Congrats on making it to the finals. How you feeling?
Hey, yeah, you already know. I'm not ready.
You got this, man. Same questions as Dave. And we'll start. We'll kind of start generally with your feelings, and then we'll kind of zoom in as we kind of go through the questions. But just generally first, what are your thoughts about Birkin Cup?
Sure thing. Yeah, I'm not as eloquent as Dave, but yeah, I'm really happy with the tournament. It's been amazing the support from everybody. Like the Resident Evil community is just it's just such supportive for these kind of things, and well, it's it's something I wasn't expecting this because I just began running the game and I didn't think about getting this far.
You're happy you made it this far, man. And just to kind of circle back, don't worry about the eloquence of the answers or anything. I've been at watching most of your races as a commentator, and I can tell you, you've got plenty of fans rooting for you here, and we just want to hear anything you have to say. And we'll kind of go on here. Did you modify any of your strategies? A day when you're running on your stream and you can reset whenever you want. Now to this format, have you modified your strategies at all?
Yeah, a little bit because well, when I began running the game, I went full YOLO on it. So no strats, just going for the top strats. And well, Lance was the one who taught me how to run the game. And when the tournament began, he was like really into telling me that I had to learn the safe strats because I didn't know how to do fast Marvin. I didn't know how to do the safe naked zombies. So I had to learn all that.
It's great to hear that you have a great relationship with Lance, and he can kind of give you some advice on how to modify your strategy to run when you only have one shot. That's awesome, dude. And then, is there a specific moment that you found particularly challenging in the tournament so far?
Oh, every single race in the RPD. I've been in caution there, dude. It's been terrible. I say that's the most challenging part.
Yeah, I totally agree, and I've been watching that. It's like you just want to get to the sewer and just kind of reset your mind. And there's so many lungy zombies that you have to get through. And then how about just a particular rewarding moment that you felt during the tournament?
The most rewarding moment, I'd say the time Lance got matched with Dave on the first run. He said, like,
We
dude, I have a chance.
we had so many people so interested in how that wheel spun. We have a cursed wheel. We'd known it from the beginning, and it spoke that day. And I'm glad that you felt that it kind of randomly paid off for you just from the beginning. And any particular moments that you felt rewarding in your run?
Yeah. Well, the how do you say, the clutch moments I've had after the sewers. I think I've done better in the labs than the RPD. So let's say, for example, the first time I did the 6-shot train breaking.
Yep. Yeah, that's been so fascinating just to see like the different takes on how people are approaching Train Birkin. And are you speaking about the time that tell me more specifically? Was it you did 6 shots?
Oh yeah,
and then you dropped a shot?
thing is, like, I was like going really, really bad in the RPD, so I thought, like, well, everybody's doing the 4-4 strat or the 3-3-2, and I decided, no, I'm just going for the 6. Let's see if it works, if it pays out. And since you're not like aware, you get so nervous that you might. It's easy to drop the shot, so it's a quite risky strat to do it in a tournament.
Yeah. We appreciate you sharing that, both of you. Thank you so much for taking a moment here just to answer some of the questions that we were thinking up for you. We're so grateful that you not only partake in the tournament, but you've made it this far. That's so awesome to see. And I feel so fortunate with Straw to commentate this best of 3 matchup. With that being said, chat, are we ready? Racers, are we ready? Straw.
Yeah.
Are we ready? It's a trick question. You have to be. Let's go.
Right.
I'm just getting
Okay.
the
Good luck,
screens
guys.
up. I want to make sure.
Before we start, we wanted to show you guys it's a best of 3. We have a little advantage for the runners with this little flag here. So if you see this little flag next to their names, that means they have won a leg. Go on, guys.
Oh, man.
Okay.
We're so lucky to be in this front row watching this. Let's bring you both to the
I've got
difficulty selection screen.